Hello, guys. Good evening or good afternoon to you all, depending on your time zones. Welcome to the finals of the third Skyweaverleagues week. Today we have two very competitive and interesting matches. Um, Starting with firstly GoodDog, right?
Yeah, we're starting with
GoodDog
GoodDog,
and Bacon
GoodDog and Bacon. Yeah.
against HanooStreet and GoodDog. Some top tier players in our semifinals. So shall we have a look at the standings of the overall league? Zygote.
I guess we can firstly check the brackets. Um, check the results of the yesterday's games.
Oh yeah, sure. We go over them first now.
Yeah.
So in our first match we had SwapGo versus GoodDog. In a close series, GoodDog came out ahead with a 2-1 victory. What were some of the points from that competitive match, which was our only 2-1 Geenareeno?
Well, that was probably the most exciting match of the day. It was our first one, and we saw GoodDog play a very interesting banjo deck to start with, and just a super close game. That was the closest game of the day. Was the first one against Swapgo's Enchant City deck, and then GoodDog ended up switching to Horic and taking the rest of the series with his brokenly strong Horic deck.
Yep.
By the way, I'm updating the information about today. I mistakenly opened the stream with yesterday's title. Sorry about that.
And moving on, we had Bacon against Agig, a newer player in the quarterfinals, with some quite interesting decks, and he is our first player to have ever managed to pull off a Broodwitch ability. It was a pretty amazing moment, but Bacon came out ahead with the 2-0 victory.
Hello,
to move to the semifinals. And then we had me against HanooStreet, our previous week's champion. Kind of got wrecked by his banjo deck, but yeah, oh well.
Happens to all of us.
Yeah, was pretty hard. And unfortunately for the last match, Shopango couldn't show up. And GoodDog went through 2-0 automatically. So yeah, that was
Hello,
our
motherfucker.
yesterday's matches summed up.
I guess we can check the standings now.
Yep.
Let's move
For
on
the
to
standings, we now have proudly representing the Foxes Bacon at first place, overtaking Swapgo. Without any championships as well, which is quite a nice display actually, because champions get extra points. Hopefully this week as a Foxy here. HanooStreet at third place, even though he missed a week. He is following me really closely.
Yeah, really impressive performance from Hanoo.
Yep. And what other changes happened in the standings?
GoodDog managed to move one step up.
Yep.
So Moon went one step down. GoodDog is still at the 7th place. He earned 1 point from yesterday. And other spots are currently the same.
Yep.
Also, let me mention that Joy Courier will be joining to the league from the game week 4. Let's welcome him. Thanks for joining, man.
Yep. Thanks for joining, Joy.
Yeah, he is a really impressive player. You can also check out his streams.
He streams Skyweaver.
Yep.
And
So, let me go on to the Discord to ask our participants if they're ready to start their first game. And I guess while I'm doing that, you can do some review of the yesterday's game or talk about today's games. What do you expect about them?
Our first match is Bacon versus GoodDog, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, GoodDog is running 3 aggro decks. All with the Agility Prism, 1 Mono Agi, 1 Agi Int, and 1 Agi Wisdom. And Bacon has Horic, Axel, and City. Aggro City, though. And we were talking a bit yesterday after the tournament, and GoodDog is a very strong player with very, very strong decks. And so his Bacon's Axel deck is not going to work against him. It's just not meant to go against aggro, and it's too slow, so it would probably get rolled over by aggro. The Horic might have a chance, but it's not really his best pick against aggro, probably. So he was kind of leaning towards fighting fire with fire and playing his aggro city deck. But I don't know if it's going to work because I think it was Hanu who pointed out that there was not very much removal in Bacon's deck, and you might not be able to keep up with the tempo and the ability of GoodDog's deck to just lay down units and apply pressure. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens, how it plays out.
Yep. The only actual damage-based removal is Chakram, and that's kind of weak for some of the big threats that GoodDog might put down.
GoodDog joined us, by the way. Let's switch to that.
And our match is about to start. Getting ready.
So I'm seeing that GoodDog chose his my deck against Bacon for today. What can you say about his my deck?
He didn't use it in his series against me, but I happened to just play a game against him on ladder earlier this morning, and he won. So I can say it's pretty good. I've looked it over a couple times, and it's a fairly standard my aggro also runs Gemini on the top, and it's a trap. Has a pretty low curve. And yeah, here we see Bacon going with the city as we thought it would. So it's going to be interesting. Try to make too many predictions early, but I think GoodDog's deck has an edge, but I could be proven wrong.
What are the main strengths of the city deck of Bacon's to stop this aggro?
Well, I'm looking at it now, and it doesn't have a lot of removal, which is a downside, but the other side of that coin is that he just has a ton of units he can slap down on the board, and he's running things like Tempest Brew, which could let him draw many of them, and Opal Golem. That's a great synergy there. If you can get 3 units discounted by 1 cost, you can just flood the board really easily.
Oh, that's very nice.
Like Savage Garden, Force Field, Dr. Vile for great draw. He always wants to go for those Starfield cheesy loops with Stone Fist or something like that.
Yeah, if he puts the Starfield on board, as soon as possible you need to remove that. If you can't, it's gonna hurt you. Definitely it's gonna hurt you.
Always a high priority. And he also has... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Could also be crucial to get some anima combos off in order to finish out the game as it's going towards the late game.
You can check the games Bacon played with GoodDog, Lyzze and Meerkat. It's on our YouTube page. And you can see at there how Starfield was very effective, especially in the Meerkat game.
So, talking about aggro matchups, what do you think the difference is between the flask and the potion, Geenareeno? Does it make any difference?
I mean, it makes a difference, but I don't know. I'm not really an expert on that. I always find I like going first in aggro matchups, even though I've heard from Coulter saying in the Discord that like going second has a slightly higher win rate because I mean you're playing 1 mana above every turn, and that's to counterbalance the benefit of going first. But I still find that going first is usually for me better. But it's hard to say without running a ton of numbers. It's definitely pretty close and even, and like there's a trap you can fall in where it seems like the double mana pot is better because like on turn 3 I can play a 5-cost unit, but so can the other player because they have 4 mana on turn 3 and they use their single mana pot, so it's pretty even.
Could definitely be interesting if some of the players come up with a bit of numbers on that.
Bacon making use of his Avatar of Light pretty well here, getting a lot of procs.
Yeah.
There's the supercharge.
I guess this is breaking the God of tempo a little.
Yeah, Bacon has asserted board control for the time being.
And there's the Starfield now on the board. Let's see if it's going to be effective.
Kills his own Opal Golem to get the Starfield down.
Oh, there's the blow away. Like, there are several ways now to deal with that.
Ensnare is a great way.
GoodDog is stuck with a pretty bad hand right now. Let's see if we can make this work.
I was going to ask how many 1-cost units and cards he's going to play, but he showed us the deck. I'm wondering if the game can go to the turn 11 to Xenophobia to finish Bacon.
Early full bloom coming out. He's using it to give his Starfield some power back, and that's going to let him use full bloom again next turn unless GoodDog can clear it.
Oh, that's good tempo advantage for Bacon.
Yeah, he's got a solid footing here. GoodDog really needed to draw It's a Trap or something like Grim Reprisal.
I mean, that cat has to die soon as well.
Like, everything on the board has to die now, because Bacon is playing very smartly. It shows very smart to play the city deck.
Yeah, it's looking pretty rough.
Yes, Hanu saying now in the chat the game ended on the turn 2. Well, I guess for the next game, GoodDog needs to change the deck. Like, it's not over yet, but seems like the Bacon is going to win. But I'm wondering if any of the other decks, they are all aggro decks, can finish Bacon. The last deck is an Iris deck, so has potential to last longer.
So do we think the draws decided this game a bit for GoodDog?
He didn't get great draws, but as people in the chat are saying, playing Mother Earth on turn 4 probably would have been better. But GoodDog's going to have a board, at least something left next turn, and he can throw down Gemini.
Yeah, definitely.
So that'll be something. Oh, never mind. Bacon gets a clear.
Yep.
So he drew
Any
the dozer.
clears on the GoodDog stack?
Very late for the dozer now. Let me check his deck.
Force field combo.
Okay, that's a good point in chat. We can call him Maxim instead of GoodDog. Because it sounds like GoodDog. I like Maxim better anyways.
So I guess it's a trap in the deck for a clear, but it's a little bit useless now. And he also has the Unophobia now.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't looking like gonna go till Unophobia, but
Yeah, most likely.
oh, that hurt.
So at least he has pair of checks now.
And Bacon is running out of cards finally, but still looking pretty doomed for Maxim.
Even though he ran out of the cards, he is playing hard and intellect. So for the late game, he has better cards, I think, to conjure.
I was going for a huge supercharge. Although 5 damage is not gonna totally clear everything.
Is he not looking for a clear? Oh wait. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh.
I mean, I don't know what you do here. It's pretty done either way, no matter what you do.
I mean, it should have probably been the 3 on the cat and 2 on the far right minion, but
yeah. I guess that one zap going to face was the difference.
Yes.
But he does manage to get a board advantage. And Bacon...
Oh. There was the
there's
Gemini.
a power card.
He was about to say something.
Maybe he can draw his own Gemini. No, but Mad Hat's going to give him a 0 cost pair of jacks, which doesn't really matter since he has more than enough mana to spend to pay for it all.
Sacrifice the Pyrecrafter.
Are we saying who is rolling around on the microphone? Well, Lyze's microphone made some noises, but I guess fine now.
Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
Actually, it's not. It's still making the noises.
Is it now?
Wait for 5 seconds. Currently no noise.
Okay. I'll try to keep still. I think it was brushing on my beard, but yeah.
Probably.
Alright. That's next turn. Oh, it's a trap.
Nope.
Not going to be enough though.
Yeah,
It's
not
done.
Yep, that's GG.
Trade into the Elderwood Barrier, play as a trap, draw 1 cost. Out of deck and kill yourself with prism damage. Oh, he's going the other side.
Well, GoodDog pointed out that the oopsie kind of might have cost him the game. The missing 1 damage on the...
Oh.
Yep, because Bacon probably wouldn't have been able to play Gemini on it.
There's the Xenophobia, but it's very late for that. Well, that's a GG.
That's GG.
Maxim telling us he just screwed himself. That was indeed a winnable game for him.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to the Bacon for winning the first game. It's 1-0 for Bacon.
It was closer than it looked.
Yeah, that's true.
Definitely.
So I wonder if he's going to stick with the same deck or switch.
It's very possible him to trust the deck. But
Yeah,
I
I
guess
think
he
he's
can
going to stay.
go for the Monaji. Looks like he's not going to change it. His Monaji also has very strong tempo.
Going with the Agi Wisdom.
The Irish deck.
City aggro again from Bacon as expected.
I guess GoodDog is planning to go to the late game and perform the combo.
This is an intriguing deck.
It's a combo deck, but without the mountain line.
I believe this is a GoodDog's Iris deck.
Yeah, they're using the same deck.
Very strong, control-ish Iris. Gets the double head in the clouds. Speed boots can go on units like Gusto and Norsudovest with high attack. Even runs Libra for healing, and Jikinsu. So it's very you don't usually see aggro decks running healing like that, but this one will smoke you down and can also heal itself back up if things get close.
So do you think he can manage to win against City with this Iris deck?
I do think so, yeah. It's just a matter of getting the right things to deal with the board. He has answers like Strike Storm is going to be a good clear for him. Waterline on the right board. Seal of Doom is great that he has that. Hurricane, another board clear, and Spirit of Sleep is another thing to stop the board. So he's definitely got a lot of tools. Things like Whisk Away are going to be good when he's buffing his units with Anima and stuff, just to reset them and put them back in the deck.
I'm checking the deck also. There's Eradicate and Lightning Wild for dust effects. They may come in very handy at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to point out that that's a nasty turn 1 and 2 from Bacon.
Yeah, pretty strong opening. Maxim has Head in the Clouds and Burb, which is going to get him lots of air cards highly discounted. So he'll have lots of draw, but he doesn't have much board presence for the time being.
Bacon is sticking with the team of the foxes. And playing the foxes on board. And the cat.
He's already lost a lot of health.
Yeah, and so
Gonna have to
turn
key
3.
here and see what he finds.
There's the
You kind of got to use that on the
5, right?
On the fox, yeah.
on the Burning Blade. Unless, doesn't find the Strike Storm, but he can whisk away that.
Welcome Community Gaming and Walanar. Thanks for the follows.
Maximus stabilizing.
Yeah.
He lost quite a bit of health, but see if his control Iris can turn it back around.
It's
He
very
does have the
possible.
healing to get back in the game. Candy Mask is going to get him Backstab or Grim Reprisal, which are great cards, but not against the Starfield with the bear. Bacon Seek is going to draw him Tempest Brewer Full Bloom, 50-50.
Just there's the full bloom.
Mm.
Going for the face, getting it
again.
again.
Luckily, he has an answer in hand. Okay, here you do the attached Head in the Clouds, then hit the Burb into this cat and backstab it. Rather than burning the Lost in the Fog, I think. But we'll see what Maxim chooses to go for.
I guess Bacon is not playing any reanimate stuff in the deck. So he can go as you suggested, but he's using the Lost in the Fog.
Mm-hmm.
Going for the safest way, I think.
A good option as well. Keeps a unit on the board, so.
Maybe
the
he's
downside-
regretting that right now
yeah,
with
he's
the
gonna get
hacks.
cleared and not get the second Head in the Clouds off, which would have given him a lot of strong cards.
Card draw.
You can Candy Mask here and heal a decent amount.
Yeah, that's
He's
very
gonna out of
logical.
deck a 1-cost card, so he'll lose 1 health, but maybe he gets a good option from it.
Yeah, may coming very handy.
on, man. Use it.
Thanks for the follow, KoiGGS.
Six health. And now he can
Waterline, but no mana. I guess that's the best option to kill Mander.
And I think holding the Grim Reprisal is actually pretty smart because it's going to come in handy. Like, you might use it. Yeah. I mean, nothing on the board can deal 3 damage to him, and he probably was going to trade it to the Archivist anyway. But he's trying to keep the Archivist alive so he can win next turn and keep healing. So that's smart as well. Oh, but Water Rune. 1 cost, deal 4. Taking out the Archivist. Has some options here.
Still has some options to remove the units.
And
he can get it back.
Some nice healing again. Let's see if he
maybe he can
goes
dust.
for the...
He's going for the Elite. And getting Libra.
That's very good for him. I would probably kill the 3/3.
Yeah. Even though Bacon's going to get some life back. Ain't gonna make much difference.
Maybe he's thinking that Bacon can't kill it now, so he won't get his vials, but he's going to get 3 health from the lifesteal on Dr. Vial. Interesting play for sure.
Wow, Tempest Brew on Ghost Tester.
See how it pays off for him.
So I was thinking Bacon is slowly losing the tempo with an empty hand, but he's getting 3 units back. And now he has a solid board, and it's really hard for Maxim to clear this board.
Yeah, it is. He needs to top deck. He did not top deck it. He needed something. Hurricane, Seal, Doom, even Strike Storm.
Waterline kills 3.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And
he's not going to be able to Libra after, though. You can Waterline, Judgment, Giza. That's board clear.
I guess he's calculating now. A bit unsure about what to do.
I think Waterline, Judgment, Giza is the play. He's thinking about dusting the Angler.
Judgment.
Okay.
Managed to get rid of the board. But Bacon can still use the vials on himself, his hero.
Yeah, he's got lots of health to spare.
Still pretty risky without any board clears, I think.
And it may be a Libra turn now for Maxim. Or maybe he can choose the mulligan the hand. But he's in a very risky spot.
So there comes the Libra.
He should be able to recover a bit, though. Libra's going to give 7. He can clear the Burning Blade, so no quest. 1 extra health from his zap. And this is a pretty good spot because against a lot of decks, 7/7 sitting on board isn't that threatening, isn't too much, has no guard, no keywords. But against Bacon's deck where he has no hard removal, this 7/7 is going to prove to be a decent challenge. I mean, now he has the Flame Sword, so that's 5 health. If he puts it on the homebrew, 5 damage, but Still going to have some trouble clearing it. Going to have to devote a decent amount of resources to it rather than getting quest from the Flame Sword. He's going to use it to clear the Libra, probably.
Yeah, probably he can also deal damage with the hero to clear that.
He's already used his Chakram, which is his only targeted spell damage.
Oh, he's going for the face.
Probably a good play.
I mean, technically, Bacon has a card advantage here as well, because Maxim can't really use the vials.
Yeah, definitely. Wow, he's sitting on 1 health now.
1 HP.
And he needs to clear the board and gain some health back.
He's used all of his healing other than Treasure Chest, which his hand only heals 2, but he's used Libra, he's used Jikintsu, and his Archivist is gone, so I think this is probably it for him.
Yeah, probably.
He can't Seal of Doom.
He's getting run out of the time. He's going for treasure chest to get some new options.
Also, when that Homebrew dies, it's going to make him take 1 damage. He has no 1-cost units or 1-cost... Oh no, never mind. It's he'll draw Backstab. I forgot it's any card, not just units.
Okay, there's the...
Unfortunately, he's missing 1 mana for the 5-cost spell.
He's going to hope that Spirit of Sleep could save him, but...
Go for the big guy.
Not sure what that is, but...
I would have gone for the big one. The Homebrew.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget Bacon still has the Unophobia,
Oh yeah.
and that's... It's just a... fucking time bomb.
Wow. Force field is a free trade. And there's the Gemini. Oh my god, that's very solid board for him now.
Huh. But Maxim has answers here. He can clear this.
He needs to get back on the board though, and if he clears, can't really do that.
He can retort one of them and then
Yes,
Hurricane, but that will indeed leave him with an empty board. Unfortunately, Hurricane does 5 damage and not 6. He could trade Giza and draw his Gusto, but that's not going to help him too much. Norsidovas will return the Homebrew to hand, but...
And it's also a guard.
I mean...
Bacon is also probably holding Unophobia, so it might just be over next turn. Goes with the Norsidovest. He's going to see if...
And
Yeah,
that's the
there it
Unophobia.
is.
And that's AJ.
Bacon is winning this series 2-0, and he's our first finalist for the day. Congratulations to the Bacon.
Yes, congrats, Bacon.
So 1 Fox in the finals, so we're gonna see a Fox Dog final. Pretty hype for that. And
Reaching finals again for Bacon.
now we need to find out which one of the dogs will be his rival in the final, Hanoo or GoodDog.
Good showing from Maxim, though. That Iris deck almost did the trick.
What do you think was the critical point for this game?
For this upcoming series,
No, for the Bacon Maxim game 2.
I mean, just a few things of familiarity, just a few decisions here and there that skewed one way or the other. They were very good games, very close. Bacon generally had the upper hand, but could have. I mean, in that game, I think the big one was not using the head in the clouds to get all those extra cards and discounts. That would have laid him in a pretty good place.
Let me check if Hanoo and GoodDog are ready for the next game. Let's not forget that there's 2 minutes of delay in the stream, so they may be still watching the game. So let's talk about the upcoming game. Hanoo versus GoodDog. What do you think about that game?
It's going to be a good set for sure. These are two of the strongest players. They've both been playing for a long time. They both know their decks and the cards inside and out. They've played before many times, I'm sure. The thing about Hanoo is we've really just seen his Banjo deck so far, and I'm wondering if GoodDog can kind of force him off that and force him to try out his other decks. I know he also brought a Mono Whiz Ether Whale and Axel. And the Axel is the one I'm really have my eyes on because HanooStreet's Axel is a bit iconic in my mind after the first Turf Wars where we saw him versus Euphrat in a super long, grindy, epic game with tons of conjures and out of decks, subsequently getting Scorpio nerfed. But to me, it's just the unstoppable thing. Like, I started playing last year in April, and then the Control Summer happened right after that, where we just saw Axel all over ladder, like these unbeatable, disgusting value draw out of decks. And even though it's been nerfed since then, I'm still kind of in that mindset, still a bit traumatized from that Control Summer. And Axel is still very strong, I think. Yeah, it was terrible. So maybe Hanoo goes Banjo first, and maybe he loses and switches to Axel. Maybe he's starting Axel. Maybe he surprises us with the Lotus Ether Whale.
Oh, that would be cool to see that. Oh, perfect start for the GoodDog. He's getting rid of all of the one cost with the Grover. Hanoo saying he has hacks in hand. By the way, I don't know if you have noticed, but he named his deck Bacon.
I see.
So as Hanoo said, he had hacks in the hand and is playing that right now. But Hanoo has a dust. So that's gonna ruin the GoodDog strategy in here. His perfect start is going to get ruined.
Yeah, we saw this start yesterday as well, getting the Grover and the hacks, but this time it's getting burned to a crisp. So we have Banjo Dittos, but they're very, very different decks. One is aggro, tempo, plays a lot on board, and the other is with Grover and the Unophobia, which just got dusted, and runs Desire, Iron Mask, World Tree, and Clone Army to get some big units down.
So, if he loses, I'm in the GoodDog. He may switch to the Horik again, which was very good yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the backup decks will always be Horiks.
Yeah.
Like,
saying also he has Cinder. Also
pretty good.
Matsticks. Wow. Looks like GoodDog is playing with open hand, and Hanoo knows everything about his deck and his hand.
That's wrong.
Are there some custom graphics going on here? Why is the stadium like lighter?
Well, I don't know.
Maybe something weird about the screen sharing, but the
Maybe.
field is changing colors or something.
Or Horizon is trying something new.
It's the DuckDuckGo effect.
What's that?
It's the browser user
Oh.
thing.
Oh, it's his browser. Okay.
Damn, that's a big cold duster.
Wow.
Showing us the strength of his deck here.
Pretty impressive.
Normally, he would have wanted to put the shield on the Colddozer, but that would have erased his Tempest Brew, so he didn't do that.
I mean, the cold duster still has a spell barrier, so that could be some protection for it.
Yeah, definitely. And the Gemini is also sitting in his hand. There goes the Volcanic Potion. Not doing much, but Chakram. He has to trade with 0.
Normally, this wouldn't be a great hand for Hanoo, but since he has Tempest Brew, he's ready to reload and build a board. Unless he just wants to World Tree, that's a good play as well.
Yeah, that's 7-8. Pretty strong on the board. Saying GoodDog has no heart removal. With the hydrate, Hanoo is getting more options. So he had to play the Desire without an empty deck, but still fine. Oops, cleansing it and getting an Orchid.
Bacon doesn't approve the unethical cold duster and Menglong.
Neferti is such a great card. Cleanse is just like a free card. It's amazing. Even after it got Neferti got moved from 1 cost to 2, it's still a staple.
Yeah, I agree on that. Wow. It's turn 7 and it's not a good spot for the GoodDog now. He spent his own mana to remove the Elderroot from the board. Sitting with the 12 HP. And Hanoo has a pretty impressive hand.
Yeah, he's got lots of cards.
Good Orion.
He is also clearing the Mandara and going for the safe route. There's the free Iron Mask.
That's gonna affect the game turn.
Like, it ain't gonna save GoodDog unless he gains more health back or plays a guard.
And it's protection against the zap.
Oh, Phoenix, but Encapsulate is going to perfectly answer that.
Wow. Hanoo really has the perfect answers.
Yeah, this deck is just incredible how well it works.
Well,
Even
Really
drawing
well played.
Xenophobia onto his dragon. Makes short work of him.
So winner of the first game is Hanoo. Congratulations to the Hanoo. Let's see if GoodDog is going to change the deck. Yes, he will. Like yesterday, Horik saved him. Today,
Yeah, I think he's
may do
getting
the
pushed
same
to
for me.
work.
Still not showing anything other than the banjo. Do we think Hanoo is saving the other two decks for the finals?
I don't think so.
I think this is his best deck.
Probably one of the best decks in the game right now. Yeah, and he's playing it really good.
I mean, he played a similar deck last week, right?
Yeah. So unless he's losing with that, I don't think he's gonna change the deck. Euphrat is saying Hanoo is my favorite player and he is only 12-year-old something. Is Hanoo 12-year-old? I don't know.
Well, he's not that young, but he's pretty young.
Yeah. They're still finding the game. I guess GoodDog is thinking about the strategy.
Yep.
Those noises are coming again.
Oh god. Now?
It stopped now. It's back again.
Now?
A little. Fine now.
Maybe GoodDog's kid is working for HanooStreet and he's distracting him. Oh, here we go.
Let's see which deck he's going to use now.
Is it going to be Banjo Hork, like we predicted, or is GoodDog sticking with Banjo or bringing out the Iris? How do you miss a private queue? There we go.
I'm back. Any noises?
No, I
Oh,
guess
it
it's
is
fine
the
now.
Iris.
Wow, Iris.
Interesting.
So Maxim played this deck earlier today against Bacon. Now GoodDog is going to play that. And the game's stuck for Hanoo.
Is he gonna keep the Coaldozer?
He may keep
Yes.
not many 1-costs right now, but he can draw them easily with the cards. I'm surprised about the Iris actually. Why do you think GoodDog choose to play the Iris against Banjo?
Maybe he thinks the Hork is too slow, or I don't know. He must just think the Iris has a better chance one way or the other. This deck has a lot of removal, so that's going to help him clear the board.
Mask is not playable right now.
And since he kept Potion Seller, Thought Leader will draw him either Hacks or Minglong, both cards he really wants. he gets Menglong. I mean, he definitely wants Menglong more than Hack. Hacks can come later.
Yeah.
You kind of want Hypnophobia near the end of the game. And Menglong coming down next turn is very strong.
Bacon is saying,
Bake.
GoodDog's kit is working for everyone, expect GoodDog.
Yep. Dusting the bauble so he doesn't get the 2-cost draw.
Oh, that's a serious mask.
Wow. Turn 4, Menglong
Wow, pretty impressive.
with the attachment, saving the mana pot.
Oh, and it's
Oh.
dead now.
Nice judgment.
Perfect answer.
Perfect answer, yep.
And the Curious is on board. Yesterday,
5-cost,
we saw that it was very effective.
Yep. You basically won in the game 1.
Yeah, but GoodDog knows how good is the card and removes that directly.
Yep. That's a potentially AoE clear for 1 minion.
That's true.
Shows the threat of the Curious.
He's gaining some life back and saying I'm in the game. Yeah. Let's see.
Defragment, the perfect answer for Libra.
Yeah. The 3-cost killings, a 7/7.
Luckily, he
nice.
didn't draw Gato with Tempest Brew, so he keeps the blow away. Oh, this game is going very well for Hanu.
And GoodDog is running out of removal.
And he needs to spend his combo pieces right now to remove the units. So it may be hard to play the combo at the end.
Oh wait,
no.
that was a pass.
Ended his turn with full mana. That's not what you want to see.
Yeah. I'm wondering
Okay.
what he has in the hand.
Oh. That might be GG. And the barrier on the Bulldozer. Seat of Doombait.
That is indeed the only card that can save GoodDog right now. Oh, never mind. Whisk away. Forgot about that. That's going to get rid of the Bulldozer. But Hanu has Gemini to throw down on one of these units. Probably the what's that thing called? Tactician.
But there's a spread on sleep.
Can't
So-
burn to crisp it because of the Shroud.
So GoodDog may survive one more turn.
Does he? Yeah, he probably does. Yep.
And he's doing some interesting plays in here.
I wonder what that was all about. But
Yes, he's trying to send his 1-cost cards to the grave. Oh, there goes the Hurricane.
And he's going to be able to clear this Elderwood with his face so there's no Gemini target. Are you counting his Xenophobia damage?
That's a very nice
New
target for the
kills.
Wilds.
Yeah, definitely.
Now he has a grave full of 1-cost cards. So his Xenophobia is going to be very strong at the end. Wow, he needed to play the Wild on himself.
I mean, Hanoo has so much damage in hand. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, definitely.
And the Encapsulate as well. But he doesn't leave any minions alive.
So,
But it's still GG.
Got lethal in hand. Wow.
wow.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's gonna be a series.
Wow, pretty impressive performance from the HanooStreet. And he is going to the finals with 2-0. Congratulations to the Hanoo. So before the final games, we're gonna have the third place game between the GoodDog and Maxim. I hope Maxim is with us to play the game. Let me check. Before the third place game, I guess we can give a 10 minutes of break or 5 minutes of break for
Yes.
everyone.
10 minutes?
Let's say 10 minutes. We are live for almost 1.5 hours, so it can be good for us and the chat to get a rest. And we can come here again after 10 minutes. Alright then.
Okay, we'll see you all in 10 minutes. 20 past.
Hello guys, we're back. Bacon is with us to chat a little
Howdy.
about the last games and upcoming games. So, what do you think about the previous games? Firstly, let's start with you and the GoodDog game.
So, for starters, I'm sure everybody already knows this, but Wisdom, cringe. It's gross. It's awful. I dislike it. Now, fortunately, I got to see a Banjo deck beat a Banjo deck, which means that while a Banjo deck might have won, a Banjo deck also lost, which I am far happier to see than the amount of discomfort I feel watching a Banjo deck win. On the other hand, I got to see HanooStreet beat GoodDog, so if the Sith rule of 2 still applies, I expect that GoodDog will soon be facing a quote-unquote retirement as Hanoo assumes ownership of the dog pound.
Wow. Also, what do you think about the upcoming games? The third place game, let's start with that.
Oh, GoodDog and GoDog are going to have a really good game in my opinion. GoodDog's kinda rainbow strategy with like the milling and then like the big walls of units should be a really interesting challenge for GoDog to try and push through, because he has like a bunch of cheap removal effects. He's got like a lot of banner and such in there, but he doesn't have too much big top end removal other than just doing things like Gusto's Retort, Kingslave for the Elderwood, or just playing Lion and bashing his face into like Desires.
And lastly, what do you think about the final games? You versus Hanoo.
Regardless of what happens, Hanoo is going to play Wisdom, so I'm already at a mental disadvantage. He's got that going for him, I'll give him that. On the other hand, I am refusing to get cursed with like second place syndrome. If that happens again, I will probably not do anything about it and just go back to playing Skyweaver. But if something does not happen about that and I secure first, then I am totally going to gloat and talk a lot of shit and then privately message Hanoo crying to him about how it was so close.
Wow, thank you for your comments. Thanks for joining us.
Happy to.
Right then, let's see if GoodDog is ready. Message GoodDog and GoodDog, waiting for a confirmation. So GoodDog is sharing the screen. Let's switch to that.
Okay. Dog's playing Wisdom in.
Let me also start bets for this
Right.
game.
So it's Mono Edgy versus Banjo.
Wow, this game is going to be very interesting. And look at the
Think-
amount of the tabs there. So many tabs are open for GoodDog. I guess he has a very powerful computer.
Yeah, my computer couldn't have that many tabs open. So he's actually got a bunch of his one-cost cards that he normally gets rid of with Grover,
Yeah.
but it's allowing him to have a pretty aggressive start, probably.
Also, it's nice to have them there against a Monaji deck. You can trade units.
Yeah, that's what he wants. Kind of surprised that he didn't turn one mana pot and then Gato blow away.
Yeah, I was expecting something similar.
I mean, when I think about it, I feel like Gato is better saved for later.
Well, you might be right, as we're going to see it now used to clear the...
Especially like if you have other options.
He's wondering if he should Gato blow away or just Meng Long, I guess.
Let me tell GoodDog to reduce the game volume.
Looks like GoodDog likes to play with music open, I guess. I mean, the game has a soothing soundtrack, at least.
Yeah. What? I'm playing with some settings in my computer to make your voice go to the stream, so they're connected to the same place. It may come very loud for the viewers.
Mine?
What?
My voice?
No, the music.
Oh, okay. Bacon, we're still in the third place match.
Yeah, Bacon's trying to bet against his opponent before he even starts playing. Bet on his opponent.
I will open bet for that when that game starts.
Well, GoodDog is ahead on board, but Maxim has a pretty big lead in hand size.
Like, it's turn 5 now, and Maxim has less health than GoodDog, and it's a kind of disadvantage for an aggro deck. Like, when Mono IG especially doesn't have many resources to win it at the late game or gain health.
Yep.
So some armored units, but I guess they ain't gonna save him. Let's see.
It's gonna come down to whether Maxim can remove this tree efficiently or not.
Let me
Not
check
yet, I guess.
his deck if he can do that. Like, he has Gastos Retort and Kingsley for that, if it comes to that. Kingsley is perfect to remove as 7-8 World 3. I mean the Elderwood. Oh, it's coming as 8-9.
Doesn't remove the Sworn Oni, so he's going to get 2 procs off that.
Yeah.
I think that might have been a pretty big mistake.
Currently Godot may have less health, but I guess he has the advantage now.
And that's a bad card to draw.
Yeah, he can't use that right now. Oh, there's a
Still has the
desire.
mulligan.
But it's not going to have
Yeah, no attack.
any attack. Yeah.
Just gonna buy him another turn, I guess.
This Banjo deck never smiled on GoodDog's face yesterday and today.
He tried this deck today, right? On the game he lost.
Yeah, Banjo versus Banjo game. Well, that's a nice way to remove that.
He's trading.
I guess he's going for the safest route in here. Xenophobia is not best draw right now, he can't use that. Oh no, a snap trap. And that's the game for Maxim. Wow, congratulations to
Okay.
Maxim.
I think it's about time we expect the deck
Correct.
swap from GoodDog, right?
Yeah, definitely. Like,
Unless he goes Iris.
his Banjo is still strong, but that wasn't enough to stop Maxim.
He is going back to the Horic.
Yeah.
It's even called OP Horic.
The deck that turned the ties yesterday. Let's see if it's going to do the same thing again. And Maxim is
Oh,
also
and
changing a
Maxim.
deck. Wow.
Counterpick. He predicted the switch.
So is this the Xenophobia deck?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. It also has Coldozer and Gemini. So it's a very nice deck. Let's see if it can beat Horic. I guess it's the first time we're seeing a winner changing a deck in this game week 3.
By the way, some news about game week 4. We will do a poll as well. We have talked about it in general chat, but we might actually implement banning decks for next week, depending on the player reception.
Yep. Well, that's a nice start for Maxim. And then really nice counter from GoodDog.
Yeah, he's already kind of low on cards. And he didn't get any draw in his opening mulligan.
Now we're looking to a deck which is very aggressive, but a low hand size. And a very all-around deck with a nice hand size.
Yeah, supercharged just for damage.
Well, that's something risky to do. Especially at this stage of the game.
Probably his only option.
That shield really slowed down the damage.
Ruined all the
Oh,
tempo.
wow. Phoenix Plume Opal Golem is going to have -2 cost on a bunch of units.
Wow. Wow, we're looking at a very strong board right now for GoodDog. He's
And
taking
he has
advantage of the
lashes
guns.
in hand as well.
Like it's very early to say, but you may say that the game is over.
Pandora comes down for the refill of cards. But it's probably only get 1 proc off it.
Wow.
Oh,
Funeral Moon. Another perfect answer.
Yep.
you're probably using that right now.
Like,
Yep.
he may want
Not
to save
even-
that for that rose, but he also has Chainstorm in hand. Wow, GoodDog has many answers.
Now he's going to play a 2-cost Cleo. And then he's got a 2-cost Scorpio, which was reduced 3 times for later in the game.
Well, GoodDog is definitely proving something, Bacon.
Well, there's a silence on that,
But
which is nice.
we'll see. The game hasn't ended yet.
Let me start the bets again for the game. Maxim was the winner of the previous one.
Mana Eclipse comes down. Just going face. GoodDog has a lot of removal to deal with the.
Yeah. Bacon is saying Godot is probably over here. Should have stayed on Mono Agi. Well, that was something risky to change the deck.
Yeah, he's got a clear here, and then it's pretty much over.
Oh, even better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saves him the Rumba as well.
Wow, this deck really countered the mine.
And a crisp to the face.
He also has 2 damage from hands right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Gemini. You might want to clear that. Maybe.
Mortal
Mortal
Blow
Blow.
exists. And Animas.
Yeah, you can just pay off the Anima.
Blow Anima. Ends it here.
This GG voice. Wow,
Good game.
that was a really nice game. Went really well for the GoodDog with the Horic deck. So, score is 1-1 now. Now we're moving to the decisive game. Let's see if Maxim is going to change the deck again. I guess GoodDog is staying with the Horic.
OP Horic deck.
Yeah. So,
Wonder if he'll switch back to Mono Agi.
yeah,
And he
it does.
does. Let's see how OP Horic is now.
Like, one disadvantage for Maxim is that he brought 3 edge decks, 3 aggressive decks. Like, if I were him, I would bring at least one control deck for these kind of situations. Wow, very nice vial on casket.
Yeah, that's the thing about mono decks with the 20 card size. You can pretty reliably get your lightning vial in the opening hand.
Yeah. I really like the reliability of the mono decks, especially the agility one.
Funeral Moon comes in for down the.
Well, he had to clear that.
Warlock Rumbo gets in the Chester on the board.
He also has a Molten Heart in the hand, so he can trigger the death effects of the units again. That's a nice advantage for the GoodDog. Like, he can use it on the Earth Golem. Also has Baglerab in the hand, which is also very nice for the Earth Golem. Wow, he had to give up so much life to trade those.
Maxim showing the strength in his deck. Chainstorm helps here, but it's going to cost him some life.
Yeah.
Doesn't fully clear it.
GoodDog, I guess, knows that he has access to some life gain and some guards, so he's using his hero to trade. Oh, this can be very scary.
That's
Wow,
quite
yes,
scary
yeah.
indeed, without any answers to it.
Rifle and Buckler up. Even with Righteous, the Golem is going to go off once it dies. But 6 armored health is hard to punch through for this
Yeah.
deck.
Unless he can boost the doggo's power.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice.
Oh, wow. That is pretty much lethal. Imposter, quite the counter to a flare-up Earth Golem.
Now he has 12 damage.
Oh, he
Misses 1 damage.
Holy crap, we finally found something that could beat Horik.
That's great.
What? You can Molten Heart a lead Earth Golem and it will give you...
Yeah,
What?
it prevents the dusting.
that's some game knowledge from GoodDog here.
That needs to be fixed.
I mean, it's working as intended, no?
Yeah.
The Earth Golem deck says give your hero death, give your hero 10 health, dust this unit, but it should say dust this unit to give your hero 10 health. It doesn't have a 2 clause. So when you do the Molten Heart, it just gives you 10 health, and then it doesn't dust it because it has lead.
It has a lead on it, so that's why it's not dusting it.
Yeah, but I mean, if it had the 2 claws, then it wouldn't do anything if it had lead.
So, Gust of Retard on Flame Phoenix is very nice. Silences
And
that.
yeah, answer. Wow.
Wow, that's the game. Congratulations to the Maxim.
1-1.
It's 2-1 now.
2-1.
Maxim wins.
Oh, that's true. Whoops. Holy. Impressive.
Maxim wins the 3rd place of the game week 3. Pretty impressive performance from him. Like, he is a new player. Managed to win against GoodDog and became 3rd of this week.
Yeah. Maxim got to Grand Weaver pretty quickly after starting playing. Definitely a talent.
And he was using the Monaji deck for that. So
Yeah.
he has a bunch of knowledge on this deck. So, now we're very close to the final game of the day. The HanooStreet versus JustAddBacon. As we saw in the last week, they're going to play again in the finals.
Okay, so what are we expecting here, Geenareeno? Banjo
we're
against
expecting
Iris.
Banjo from HanooStreet. And what's Bacon gonna play?
So Bacon has City, Axel, and a Horik.
I
I don't think he'll start Axel.
Axel doesn't really answer the Banjo deck, I don't. Probably, I'm guessing City, but
I don't know if his city can go against the Banjo deck. I think he'll probably start Horik, that's my prediction, but we'll have to see.
see in a little bit. We're waiting for who is gonna spectate the game again.
Not really sure about them. Waiting for them to answer. As you know, there's 2 minutes of delay in the stream, so they're probably still watching the game.
I mean, the game just ended on stream.
Let me ask them who is sharing. Bacon is typing me now.
You
Hanoo
missed
joined.
a pretty competitive series, Euphrat. Showed the power of Horik and the weaknesses as well.
Yes, Hanoo joined us. Searching the game right now. It's the finals of the day. Pretty excited about that. So, we're either gonna see Hanoo win the game week 3. He won the game week 2 as well. So becoming a champion twice. This almost guarantees winning the league. But also Bacon becomes 2nd consecutively 2 weeks. So let's see if he's going to become 2nd again or win it and continue his dominance. He managed to get the 1st spot in the standings right now after yesterday's performance.
I mean, to be honest, Bacon winning gives him a pretty good edge
Yeah.
to win the whole league. And Bacon still sits at the top even if Hanoo wins, right? Or
Let me check the points.
Oh wow, Axel.
It's going with the Axel.
Maybe Bacon thought Henry would switch it up, or maybe he's got confidence in his Axel to be able to beat this deck. But
Yeah, even if Hanu
Yes.
wins this week, Bacon is still first. So they
A
will
good
become very
starting
close.
hand from Hanu.
Getting Potion Seller off thought leader. Not as strong as Manglong, but I'll take it.
We'll start the bets for this game as well. Yep, the bet is live now. So he's dealing with the board very nicely.
And an empty board Potion Seller, which is always a good play.
Yeah.
Early on Fallout gets him a recursion on Crypto, getting even more draw.
So let's see, Potion. Wow, he's getting a very nice card, Sphinx Max.
Dust the Cleo, that's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Casket
Really cheap.
getting Avatar of Light. Not gonna proc anything.
Fine face. What do you think is the reason behind going face there, Geenareeno?
Sorry, I kind of missed what you're referring to.
I mean, he didn't clear the quest unit, and rather felt like going face there with the Menglong.
Probably he wanted to take the advantage of the power of the Menlong with a 6 attack.
I feel like it didn't gain him anything long run,
Yeah.
but he still has the Incinerate board quest.
Kind of needs to empty his hand a bit if he doesn't want to overdraw.
So the wilds are
We're
coming
really
now.
seeing the strength of Avatar of Light, and today between Bacon's City deck and this deck, they both run it, and giving your hero shield just lets you trade into a lot more stuff without losing health or giving them lifesteal.
Yeah, I guess one of the strongest one-cost cards in the game. It's giving you a very big advantage.
Can even use the Trinity Link to lower down an enemy unit that has a high health to trade with one of your units.
Yeah, that's also... Dozer is on board now. Using Wild on hacks to kill it by yourself and guaranteeing the Unophobia. I'm buffing the Dozer. Wow, this game is going very balanced right now. It's turn 8. Wow, Bacon is earning more HP. I guess Hanoo is showing that Avatar of Light is a big problem in there.
Trades off the Avatar. I think he got quite a lot of value out of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still healing.
Let's mention that Bacon's deck is very light and dark heavy. So many possibilities to gain health. And also he's playing Prismata. He can gain lots of value from the light cards.
Has Prismata and Grave Royal for some
Yeah.
late game value.
The Radical followed us. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
So what is Hanoo thinking about here, you think? Is it,
Like,
does he still have a chance?
I don't know if he has enough damage in his deck to get through all the healing Bacon has. Even with a 20 damage Xenophobia, he's going to need some favorable board states to get enough hits on face.
oh, now he can't use the Orion as well. They are gone.
And Bacon still has quite a bit of healing left in the deck. There's the Libra and the Vishiva. Didn't play it, I don't.
Wow, playing Vishu at the late game can be very useful.
He has even the mummy that got whisked away.
Oh, yeah.
Cleanses the roots off his opponents to get a new card. But he's just going to go for as big of a Xenophobia as possible and hope that's enough.
Yeah. Now he only has 3 cards in his deck. Let's see what's gonna happen. We're seeing that
Axel,
he has a Seal of Doom in the hand.
might actually see Hanoo change the deck for once.
Yeah, that's very possible. Now the
'Cause
Jackins is back. Yeah.
it doesn't look like this Banjo deck has enough firepower to go through all the HP gain the Axel deck has.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. But we're talking about the Hanoo. Everything is possible.
Doesn't want to commit too much to this board with Seal in hand for Bacon.
Bacon still has a Doomsday as well.
Wow. Looks like Bacon was very smart about choosing this deck against Hanoo. Because it was, I guess, very obvious that Hanoo is sticking with his deck.
Maybe a bit of overconfidence on the Hanoo's choice here.
Like, you probably want to keep the deck you're winning with. He did that.
I mean, yeah, but this looks like a very hard counter in my eyes. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you're right.
what do you guys think? Does Does this deck have any chance of beating the Axel deck?
Ooh, I was
Currently,
about to say yes, but that's a lot of healing.
Yeah.
yeah,
Still at 45.
Oh, and there's a
And
Vision of
keeps
Razor.
gaining.
That's gross.
Gemini on the Hive.
Can still play Curious to draw some cards out of the deck.
Doesn't opt into it. He knows the Seal of Doom is in hand.
Oh yeah, right.
Just
Look.
baiting it out, but I think Bacon keep it for a while. He's still, as I said, he still has the Doomsday in deck.
Bacon knows what card he has, which cards he has, so he's keeping on the removals. And it's a very nice board for him.
Wow, out of deck Guru, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Gonna have to draw 2 more cards.
Wow, there's the
Oh.
mask.
That's a mask. Okay. Maybe some chance here.
Yeah, probably don't want to play right now. Save it a little. And can create miracles for him. And slowly, Bacon is getting out of the cards.
Yeah, the thing about Bacon's Axel deck is it doesn't run any big end threats. Like, it runs Albane Libra, but it doesn't have Undragon or Hydrax or any of those things you sometimes see in Axel control.
Ooh, there's the Prismata.
There's a Prismata. I mean, if you ask me how it will go from now, I think it's just the AoE board clear value from Bacon and just conjure up the units.
Yeah, you're right. And a 1-cost Undergrowth. It's pretty cool to see.
Wisco is the B unit, so he doesn't get another card. But now the Arcadian Mask is going to come down.
Like, probably he's gonna use that.
Why didn't he use this spell on the unit and just hit with face?
Oh, touch the
Oh,
sky. Out of
oh,
the tech,
that's-
touch the sky. Amazing.
Game is getting spicy.
Yeah. Great game for the finals. And a blow away. Which is
wow.
pretty nice. Oh, using blow away on the mask.
Wow, very smart. I would not have thought of that.
Yeah.
Now he gets another Seer's Mask. And his Arcadian Mask will go off for another turn.
Ooh, and the Zam.
Oh, the combo is coming.
Yeah, mask and Zam combo. Like, it's very possible now for him to turn the game. We know that Bacon still has some removals. And probably they're in the hand. So he needs to fish the board a little.
So, encapsulate the Libra. Okay, the mask comes down.
Let's see. What's
Salim
Salina?
has the best card.
Ooh, Mass Confuse, which is gonna kill the Libra. And a Wind Wave.
Another.
Not bad. Gets a Think Twice and a Skyara. That's also
Skyara.
nice.
Wow, 0 cost.
He's using the all advantages of out of deck drawing.
But his health is getting low here,
Yeah.
and Bacon has 51 health.
Still has Touch the Sky. Okay,
Wow, he's using Seal of Doom to get rid of the mask.
I think Bacon is just looking to get his HP down now. Take advantage of the healing throughout the game.
With the Scorpio, now he can
Blizzard
Draw.
is nice here. But obviously,
Oh,
2 Uniphobias, that's not going to help him.
yeah.
is
He should have said the Think Twice.
Hanoo winning this?
Oh, I didn't notice that there are 6 to 1 cards in the grave. So I don't know how many 1-cost cards are in there.
I don't think he knows either.
We certainly need a counter for that. For the grave.
Okay, he might have to touch the sky and empty board here.
Your threat is saying feels good not to be playing right now. Yeah, the games can go very long, especially in a wisdom duel.
He doesn't really have a way to get a lot of Zam procs right now, unfortunately. Okay, here's the Uno. 50 health,
Wow, there's a lot of 1-cost cards in the grave.
20 damage. Suddenly Bacon is in more of a reasonable range, but
I think Unophobia next turn with the units kills him pretty easily, actually. Oh, there's the Grey Royal.
Hanu can
Right.
use Zam also.
Some card.
so many zombies getting munched up. Back up to 30 health.
Hanu needs some life back. He may play Touch the Sky.
Oh, he cleared
Yeah,
that.
that's a Touch the Sky turn.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a surprise for him.
He can play Curious and Mother Shira.
Zam on the empty board could be good after.
Yep, he's doing that.
Oh wow, he's
yeah.
gonna out of deck
Wow.
Ether Well.
Perfect.
He kept the zap on his Curious. Oh, he wants to save it for Zam.
Zam Unophobia combo deadly next turn.
I guess he can't use the Unophobia because the 1-costs are dusted.
Oh wait.
Unophobia does all the 1-costs.
Oh, the previous one.
But so let's see what's he gonna do now. Encapsulate is the smart choice in here.
Encapsulate.
It will.
Oh, wow.
Skyweaverleagues, that's a great conjure.
Hanu is conjuring perfectly today.
And that's a great volcanic potion.
He's gonna use a dual but summon and draw. Wow, a Kamef.
Wow.
This is a really impressive game.
I can't believe it's close. Like, I thought it was over.
What? I wonder why he used the mana on the root.
Just wants the damage, I guess.
Yeah.
But the 0 cost, the 0 power unit.
Oh, this is Domsday. We forgot about this.
Wednesday.
It's gonna do a lot of damage.
Okay,
Oh,
he has
there's
no
a
healing
Messiah.
left.
Messiah with Giftaya. So he can get 5 HP back.
Pretty underwhelming Ether Well.
Is this a Zam turn, possibly?
Maybe?
Yep.
22 mana.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Conjure
the
Libra.
top
this is amazing.
conjures. He has to get rid of that.
I think whenever
He
Bacon
wants to
thinks he's
play.
going to win, Hanoo conjures some answers, and the perfect answers.
Yeah, he wants to play Thalite here to get another proc.
And
He's going
more
for
health.
More health, and Etherwell is back in his hand.
Oh.
And a Charmlink
That
to
was
heal
an
this hero.
unlucky-
Yep.
Wow. Bacon has nothing.
It might be the game now. Stealing the guard, Nico.
$17 mana Call to Mind. Oh, he's gonna Call to Mind
Ooh,
touch
the
the sky.
touch the sky comes.
This game is getting
No, yeah.
better and better every turn.
Intriguing indeed, Bacon.
Bird Electric Eel.
4 damage to the face. I mean,
I don't think Bacon has a clear here.
yeah. Even if he does, the Sky Phoenix is quite dangerous here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
Also,
Touch the Sky already used, it's this was an insane game.
You might be right, GoodDog.
yeah, let's not forget that JustAddBacon will be streaming after us in Sky Streamer's channel. Don't forget to watch that. He's going to talk about the games and play some games. Ooh.
Okay.
Only
Only
one.
one, but that's still a revive.
His Unophobia isn't actually useless because he has generated a couple 1-cost cards since then.
Yeah. I think this is just over, right?
I'm wondering
Make
if
him
Bacon's
draw
going to be
more.
lucky. But probably there's no any mass removals left. Sitting with 60 cards in his grave. Almost used all of the cards in the game. And let's not forget, he used also Royal.
I think, yeah.
Unophobia is dealing 1 damage. Gift of Fire, back to 9. Is he getting an
Maybe
Ether Wheel?
any.
Ooh, a Melon. And a World Tree.
And an Elderwood.
Somehow he keeps having answers.
Solid board.
What's he gonna do here?
They all have 2 cards in hand, 0 card in the deck, low HP. Like we thought Hanu is making a comeback, but now Bacon is trying to make a comeback. Oh,
Frog King.
one of the
The king
laziest
arrives.
cards in the game is making a huge impact on this game. And an Insomnia. Wow.
The nasty draws.
Now Bacon
Surely
needs
this
a
must-
miracle. So that's 2 guards. One more maybe. So how much damage Bacon can deal now? He can finish the game.
Yep.
Yep,
There it
attack with
is.
the beam unit. And that's the first game
Wow.
of the finals.
27 mana.
This game lasted like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. This was amazing. Perfect game. One of the best games I ever watched in Skyweaver.
Definitely.
Like, it can get boring to play long games, but it's nice to watch them, especially this kind of game.
Especially between 2 high-level players like that.
Yeah. And they're directly going
Let's
to it.
see if Axel is still in. Yep,
Soon.
it's a mirror.
Wow.
Another
Bacon
40-minute
doesn't
game.
give up.
Like, I was expecting them to text me for a few minutes of break, but they're rightly going to it. Let's see.
Leaving. Mulliganing the hacks.
He wants to keep
What
that
do you
safe.
think about that, Geenareeno? Mulliganing the hacks?
I mean, the only reason you would be keeping it is if you wanted the research, because getting Uniphobia in your deck early, not only is it not good, it's actually bad, because if you get it early in your hand, it's going to be a dead card.
You're right.
That's quite right.
Like, Bacon's deck is lacking casting power, but still, Geenareeno made a nice point there.
Did Bacon miss 1 damage? I think he did.
Oh, I missed that.
I don't think he attacked before the rose water. Oh, that's
Quite a nice board in there.
The shield on Curious is going to stop the Moonbeam from clearing it.
yep. And I
And he's
don't
off to
think
a pretty good
Bacon has
start
an
here.
answer for it.
Let me start the bets again for this game.
Reefus is going to be his only curious proc because Orion is too expensive to play this turn.
And the next turn, unless he didn't play T. I always forget its name. Fan of Knives, is it?
Salvage?
Yeah, Salvage. Didn't play the Salvage, so no Orions next turn. Could have been a good idea here.
There's been a little
Connection
problem,
issues.
but it's fine now. Looks like our bet bot is giving some problems today. On my screen, I can see that the bets are approved at the end, but it's not giving any notifications.
Okay, the Curious is off the board now. Maybe we can see Bacon stabilize here. Going face. And
Using Trinity Link just to get one extra one-cost card in his grave.
oh, okay.
One more Uniphobia damage.
Hello.
Someone joined us. Who's that? It's gone.
Okay, I took care of that.
We gotta
Thank you.
make this room password protected or something.
I'm allowing this room for the only testers, so it's not visible for the others. Someone wanted to say hello in the chat, in the stream.
Bacon mulliganing looking for a board clear. Otherwise he's gonna be eating...
Oh, he found the
Oh,
one.
there it is.
And I'll dust. I'm making the tree ready. Oh, the game's stuck for Hanu. I guess. I hope it fixes itself. Looks like it's fine. And a nice base damage, and Bacon is at 11 health right now. Can he get some HP back?
I mean, he definitely has the cards for it, but I don't know if he has the time to play
Maybe
them.
he was planning to play Prismata on the Mummy, but it got removed.
Unless he deals with the tree here. It's looking okay.
Very well.
That doesn't.
That
Nice
clears and gives him some health
turnaround
back.
card. Okay, he decides to clear with hero. And the board is filled again.
Now Waken needs another clear, and again he finds that. Funeral
Nice
deals with
answer.
them.
Okay, we might have a series on our hands here.
The game is very close again. Do you think it can go to the high mana again?
I think it will.
It's very possible.
Bacon's deck is a lot of healing and not that much offense, and Hanoo is going to keep putting down units, keep trying to chip away at Bacon's health.
He doesn't have many more one-cost units, so that Bulldozer is gonna be, that Bulldozer is gonna be a pretty dead card.
Oh yeah.
And he only has Gemini left for big threats.
Encapsulate on Libra, so Libra is dusted now. Bacon can't use that later.
Bacon is at much lower health than last game though, so the Unophobia is actually within lethal range this time.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But Bacon doing what he loves to do, playing mummies.
And getting some health back again. Luckily Hanoo has a way to deal with them. And he can deal with the Forest Heart.
Always got the perfect answer somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Judgment will kill the Forest Heart.
Luck is a very determining factor in this game, but when you combine it with skill, like Hanoo, it gives you a pretty good advantage. Getting the Wishiwa and Forest Heart.
Oh, that's brutal. Another raise arms.
So Hanoo's the first one getting out of the cards in the deck. So OD is starting for him. And we're streaming for almost 3 hours. This is very impressive.
Some long games this week.
Yeah.
On the golem. Oh, he's crisp.
Nice burn to crisp.
That's the golem.
Yeah.
Saved himself dealing another 10 damage.
Counting the phobia.
Let's see how many cards he has.
Bit of a freeze there. We couldn't see the half of one cards. Oh,
Maybe someone with coding knowledge can create something for us, so we can see how many one-cost cards he has in the deck, and maybe earn yourselves a position in the horizon.
I think Game Devs should have the coding experience for that.
I was expecting them to implement that till now, but not yet.
Alayam is, by the way, welcome Alayam.
Yeah, welcome to
Is
stream.
pretty confident on the Hanu winning.
He's team Hanu through and through. Alright, now Hanu just needs to conjure Touch the Sky, like he did last game with Seek.
That would be just crazy.
Honestly, the Arcadia Mask out of deck kind of saved that game for him.
Yep.
Played
He enabled
Annoying
so much
Flames.
stuff.
So now he has permanent banner on his hero.
Okay, Bacon is just hoping no out of deck. Touch the Skies here.
He may
Nope.
need to use Xenophobia to clear the units now.
Abby.
Zavi. Extinction event?
Extinction event?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. First attack with the unit.
Hmm.
Yep. That's a really nice board clear, but
smart.
I wonder if Bacon somehow has 4 damage from the hand.
I mean, Bacon is sitting pretty good at 47 HP. 45
Yeah.
now.
And a Doomsday. Saying well done.
So,
Oh,
it's gonna be a-
Okay,
sorry.
that should be over, right? He's gonna be at 1. Yep.
Wow. Wow.
exactly.
What an impressive game again.
That's 1-1. An exciting game again.
The match is not over. We're gonna have another final game to decide who's
game
gonna be
3.
the victor. Yeah.
Same deck? No. Maybe not.
We're
Hanu
going to
is
see.
looking for his other deck options.
Are we gonna see the Axel Ditto?
Oh my. It can take like hour.
Maybe the mono is.
Looks like his decks are named after famous Skyweaver players. We
Yeah.
got Bacon, Freud, and Anti-Benz.
That's a perfect name. Like, if you don't know, Anti-Benz was a famous player who was playing Mono Whiz at the tournaments and winning them.
Okay, we have. Oh, no.
It's not
He
changing.
switched it at the last second.
Sticking with his banjo.
And yep, same matchup again.
All
And
right,
how's that you
Game
can win?
3, Skyweaverleagues, Week 3, Grand Finals. It all comes down to this. Will HanooStreet defend his title as the #1 player and continue the second place curse for Bacon, or will Bacon win it for Foxfang, proving to everyone that Hork is not OP?
I mean, we're expecting a winner's interview either way. Gonna
Yeah,
be
definitely.
ramping early again from Bacon.
Dr. Vile is a good card for Hanu to start with. It gives him lots of draw.
Oh,
And a charm, maybe he may go for an early Albane.
there comes down the Coal Duster.
Choosing to kill the Bauble, I think he just wants the draw,
Yeah.
rather than trying to save his health.
Probably wants to draw some 1-cost cards in case Coal Duster lives. Okay. Live. Bacon is probably not very happy right now. With one of his favorite cards living. Can still clear it next turn.
Bacon's going to need just the right draws to survive this, because I knew he was putting a lot of pressure on board. He only has 5 cards in his hand. Bacon, it's looking like a tight spot for him right now.
But let's not forget, Bacon has quite a lot of AoE clears, and there's one of them.
He did have what he needed. But those vials are going to clog up Bacon's hand a bit.
First time in this series we are seeing Hanu doubling the HP compared to Bacon. He's killing his own hacks.
Hacks.
Guarantees
And
the
draws
Unophobia.
the Unophobia, unfortunately. This health deficit could be crucial.
Yeah. We know that Bacon can easily get to the 40 HP. But now Hanu has the advantage.
Oh, Libra comes back to his hand. Pretty good. GoodDog thinks Axel is at a bit of an advantage in the matchup. Well, I think this game will prove whether your theory is right or wrong, GoodDog.
Euphrates is also agreeing with the statement.
I'd like to see Hanu win this personally.
For the dog pound.
For the dog pound and for aggro.
Well,
How the tables have turned with HanooStreet playing aggro against Bacon's healing control.
Yeah. It's pretty interesting.
I'm on the opposite side personally. As a Fox fan, I hope Bacon breaks the curse. Final. There's a cheap Meng Long again. But probably gonna hold off on playing a lot of cards at once.
Looks like I didn't want to draw his Tempest Brew onto his Ghost Duster.
I mean, Hanoo's hand is looking. He look have an answer for everything.
Yeah, definitely. He has
Single
dusting,
target.
mass removal, anything you
AoE
want.
does.
Tempest Brew is also gone.
Draws the Wishiwa.
Which is a nice turn for
Oh.
her.
Wiling himself to draw. That's risky.
I guess he's trusting the Libra and Wishiwa. And it's not a Unophobia turn.
Maybe a curious turn here. Curious Eye.
Yeah, he may do that. Yeah.
Yep. Zap the mummy and attack.
Oh, there's the Seal of Doom. Nice way to deal with the Hive and Curious.
And an empty board Libra.
Is he going to dust that
We'll
again?
Yep, we will probably see in cap. No, we won't really.
He's dealing a 6 damage now. 8 damage now to the face.
Oh boy. He's got Unophobia next turn too.
Ooh, Bacon needs a lot of health. Or feel the ward.
I wonder if Bacon is expecting Unophobia right now from that turn. But what can he do about it?
16, he's cannon for us, thank you. I was gonna say that looks like about 15.
So as expected, Wishiwa.
Classic Vishva Raise Arms. And those mummies are gonna stop 4 Unophobia damage each. Well, I guess not. They're gonna stop 2 each, and then if it's lethal they won't heal, but if the game goes on they'll heal back health.
Another mummy comes down.
So probably
this
we ain't gonna
over?
see the
Yeah.
Unophobia. Or? Oh. There's the salvage. Yeah, it's a trap. Now Bacon is a very dangerous spot. Or?
I wonder if he had lethal by any chance.
Probably didn't.
Hanoo probably did count.
I think it's gonna be over next turn.
He's buffing in a Grave Royal. Gaining some
Oh.
HP back.
No, never mind, I'm wrong. He can't. The 5 health crypto is stopping him. And he was 1 mana off away from Whisk Away Unophobia, but
That's a really tough board to clear.
Bacon managed to deal with them every time. But now it's looking very tough. Still gaining some HP back with Jakinsu.
There's the Jikinsu.
That's okay.
Oh,
Oh wow. That big brain plays right there from
The Libra recursion.
To touch the
Bacon.
sky.
Touch the sky.
But Bacon's used a lot of his
Unbound
important
hero.
pieces.
Yeah,
He's
that's-
used Grave Royal already. His Libra's gone. He's used most of his recursion.
I mean, can someone tell me how this banjo is an aggressive deck, right? What's going on?
I mean, it's only got 3 cards above 5 costs, so. But it's somehow.
It's somehow.
Somehow sticks around to late game and keeps chugging.
We just passed the 3 hours. Thanks for sticking with us, guys. These games are very impressive. Very
Okay.
cool games.
This
Still
is
holding
the
on.
epic conclusion.
And a Deepus, which is going to conjure also a card. Since his deck is empty. Maybe a Floodwater. Would be cool to see.
Oh god.
It's getting a Sapphire.
Let's not forget Bacon still has the Prismata. So
And a Moon, wow.
that's a good moon. Okay, maybe.
So he's getting a lifesteal card. I wonder what he conjured. Spirit of Sleep, which puts your units under sleep.
The problem here is Bacon. I don't think Bacon has any healing left, and Phobia is hitting for
Oh wow,
At least-
invest.
There's an invest.
and
You can touch this guy and then invest next turn. Doesn't he need to touch here?
yeah, I don't think so either.
Bacon can play Prismata. And there's 2 light units on the board. He needs to clear them.
He could just Uno and they can draw a bunch, but that's just going to give him more cards, so I think he really wants to dust them.
Maybe he prevents the Prismata by dusting the light units as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking as well. He's not going for that path.
Could be a grave mistake here
Yeah.
from Hanoo. Let's see. He is thinking about it, I think. Oh, he
Oh
ended
my.
the turn.
Wow.
Okay.
He ended this turn with 12 mana. Now Bacon is getting the advantage, I think. Something you don't want to happen to yourself at the finals.
Is he gonna Prismata here?
Should.
Yep, he does. And not the mummy. Of course. Could be the deciding factor here.
Yeah, you're right.
What this Prismata brings. He has to. Or maybe Unophobia now?
Euphrat is saying that this is that point in the game where it's impossible to play without mistakes, and he's definitely right. These guys are playing with each other almost over 1.5 hours now.
Imagine this being a 99 invest. Yep.
He's gonna rip the Unophobia.
Yeah.
It's not quite gonna kill. Oh yes, it is. That's why he was saying GG. It's over.
Oh wow.
Wow, perfect. What? Wait.
Is it? It
No,
is
it is.
exactly full.
Holy crap!
Perfect
Hanoo
brain.
wins
Oh
game.
my goodness!
Hanoo
Exactly
wins
roll with the
game week
Unophobia.
3.
Congratulations to Hanu. 2 weeks in a row, he manages to win the league. Game week against Bacon. And then 3 weeks in a row, Bacon is becoming second. He's not breaking the curse.
Wow, absolutely incredible play from both players.
Let me invite them to join us if they want to say something.
Is it a good idea to invite them both here?
Let's see.
You can share some words with each other.
I mean, after that last game, and also the first game, which really screwed Bacon over.
One a game it was. Oh, Bacon is with us.
Hi, Bacon.
He's on. He's back.
I always do the browser thing.
Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Congratulations, Hanu, for winning.
Yep.
GG's.
Well played, Bacon.
Good game.
That was epic.
Yeah, epic games, really.
No, that was anything but my deck is atrocious. Hanoo's deck is atrocious. This is a display of what needs to be nerfed.
The first game, I had a deck like 8 insanely good cards. I did not deserve to win that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Arcadian Mask into Seek into Touch the Sky was pretty crazy.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the last game, we thought you made some mistakes, Hanu, but you proved us wrong, I think. Managed to win it.
Yep, we were really surprised when you just skipped the turn and not play Touch the Sky.
So
But it turned
Yeah,
out
I
to
just
be
didn't really have any reason
Off
to.
of the encapsulate.
let me show the brackets again for the viewers.
At that point, I knew that Bacon had not much more healing, so I just needed to like clear him and then play Phobia.
Yep.
Yeah, so I was completely fine with him smacking my face with like his 6 units, as long as he didn't have lifesteal, which is why I dazed with Nomad.
I mean, we got kind of confused on that last game who was the control deck and who was the aggro, but yeah.
Yeah. Banjo is problematic, IMO.
What
Man
is?
was at Banjo's healing. Or Wiz healing in general. Like, my whole deck, I built it, like, after I was testing Fox. And I'm like, oh wow, Wiz, they just heal for free. And I'm like, what if I make a Wiz deck where it's just like I play all of the free healing cards? So it's literally just I went into like the search, I typed in health and lifesteal, and I added basically every card I could. Like everything shy of like Gift of Aya, Invest, and Touch the Sky. And Neferti, because unfortunately Neferti doesn't work when you only play light and dark units.
Yep.
Do you guys think any card needs to be nerfed after your games?
Several. We'll start with mine because I kind of abuse a lot more things than him. But mummies need to be to us. That's just subjective. The idea that I get to play Unfallow and recycle mummies 5 times in a game when they're like 1 cost heal 4 is completely ridiculous. Jikinsu, I really don't think needs a light, or a light needs to be tuned down because a light is an insane card. Jikinsu is just a really stupid good card because you just play it, you heal, you remove, it does all of the things. Call to Mind needs to be 1 cost and not 0 because it's just.
Sorry, I'm going to interject here. No.
Yeah.
I think Jikinsu is fine. It's just that, like, Heart Recursion playing multiple Jikinsus is not.
One Jikinsu in an aggro matchup can end the game because it can be like 8 or 9 health, also removal, also it's a wall, and if you don't deal with it, they have banner. And it's another 5 health on the body. The card is pretty good in universal standards.
I think I agree that the recursion is the problem.
Okay, but the only recursion here is Evermore Necrotic Pact.
And Temple Watch.
So,
Yeah, but like Temple Watch is kind of scattered.
so do we think after these 3 games, the out of deck drawing needs any changes, or it's?
I don't know what I would say to change, other than maybe trim the number of cards that can do out of deck. I've always said Arcadium Mask was a fundamentally stupid card, because back whenever Anti-Benz made his, like, was it 2043 run, it was literally just an Arcadium Mask deck. The whole idea is that you get to save on deck space by not playing any finishers removal, and as soon as you drop Arcadium Mask, it makes your out of decks really good. That's why I wasn't surprised or honestly that mad about Hanu getting like Zam and Sky Phoenix and Touch the Sky and all of that crap. Because as soon as Arcadium Mask comes down, every spell it plays is taking a card out of your deck pool, which means that you're going to just get really good out of deck draws.
Yeah, you're right. You're going to stream after us, right? After this.
Yeah, that's the current plan. I'll probably go back to actually playing Hork since he does not have a winning matchup against that insanity.
Right then. Thanks for joining us, guys. They were amazing games. Congratulations.
Oh, by the
again,
way,
Hanu.
one last question to Hanu.
Oh, yeah.
You almost switched the deck after second game. Why did you decide to stick with it?
Well, I haven't actually been playing that much Skyweaver in the last month or so, so I don't have any decks besides that one Banjo deck. So when submitting decks, I just threw in some random old decks I had.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, the matchup is really heavily against me unless I add a deck insanely or like I draw really well. Yeah.
Well, thanks guys for joining us for the interview.
Yeah,
Congrats.
happy to be here.
Hanu.
All right.
And
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
bye. Hopefully Bacon breaks the curse. Like,
Not as long as cards like Gemini and Dream Dragon are like they are.
maybe it's time to join the dark side then. Like,
I literally said at the start of this tournament I was bringing decks because I wanted them nerfed. You may have noticed I didn't play Hork at all in quarters or finals.
yeah.
I just played GoodDog with him. Still good, not the monster you guys think he is.
Yep, you were actually right on the last third place match that Mono Magi countered the Horik deck pretty hard.
Here, are we still streaming?
Yeah, we're streaming.
Yeah.
But
Oh, okay.
I guess it's time to end the stream. It's already became midnight in here. And thanks everyone for joining for today. Congratulations to the Hanu. And thanks all the players for playing in this league. Also don't forget that Bacon will be streaming after this at Skystreamers, twitch.tv Skystreamers. Don't forget to join that. See you guys. Bye bye. And
See you all.